What's up, everybody? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Tristan.
Welcome back to our channel,
Living the Grand Life.
It's Monday.
So you know what that means, or maybe you don't, because it's the first time since 2022 that we've done
since
this.
before Vlogmas. We haven't done what we're gonna do today since before Vlogmas.
So listen, we're gonna go ahead and explain this to y'all.
Yeah.
What is today, baby?
Today is Mind Your Marriage Monday.
Okay, now I can't dance, so you can keep that. If you don't know what Mind Your Marriage Monday is, you must be new here.
Yeah.
So welcome to Living the Grand Life. So listen, Mind Your Marriage Monday is a segment that Natasha and I do every single Monday.
Yes.
I want to preface this by saying typically we mind our own business.
Yep.
Okay, we got our own marriage to worry about. We got things we got going on, and so we mind our marriage. But once a week, we step outside of that and we mind your marriage.
But only for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes.
That's it, that's all we got.
Typically how it goes is one of us has a topic, the other one does not know what that topic is. That person is reacting blindly to the scenario, and we get to see what they think about it, and both of us just give our opinion on the situation. Today, I got the topic.
Yep, Tristan gonna start the year off right.
And you know what, since it's been a little while, I don't want to overwhelm y'all. I'm gonna just start off with some light, some slight.
Rock with that.
The title of this one is, Does He Still Need to Ask?
All right.
Someone wants to know, if your significant other takes you to pick out your engagement ring, gets your finger size, puts it on his company account to make payments, does that mean you're engaged, or does he still need to ask the actual phrase, will you marry me, and slide that ring on your finger? I'm under the impression that I just picked my ring out and that I am not engaged. So now they're going back and forth, and it's hilarious. So somebody is going back and forth about whether or not she's engaged or not, because she went with her man to pick out the engagement ring, got the ring size, knows exactly what it looks like. He done put it on his company card to make payments on it. Some folks say she engaged, some folks say she is not. What say you?
All right, let me get the clock. 10 minutes is on the clock. First of all, I hope he owns that company. Let's start there.
I wondered if you was gonna catch that.
Oh no, immediately I'm like, bro, you're not gonna have the funds to get engaged.
Right.
You keep playing. So hopefully it's his business. No, she not engaged yet. People do that all the time. Like, you go, because you want to get an idea of what that person likes, what they're interested in, what fits, what works, what doesn't. Some people have had a fantasy about what it is since they were younger or for years. And sometimes they get there and the cut and size and stuff and color don't match really what they like today, or on their hand doesn't look right, or it's the perfect thing. Like, because you could talk about it all day, but both people got to see it. You know, you got a taste of it to try it on, but that was just like going in the store and trying on clothes. You don't own them when you leave.
He said he put it on his card to make payments. That thing in layaway.
Basically, but he still has to plan out whatever he's gonna do to actually propose to you. Yeah, I mean, unless he bought it that day and you walked out with it on your hand and y'all had an understanding that, all right, we engaged. Cause that can happen. Where y'all go to his, but if he didn't do that, then no, you're not engaged yet. I don't understand what the other people are debating about. They might be under the impression of it should be a complete secret. I shouldn't know anything. I should know what the ring look like, what it feel like, when he go. Okay, for some people that works. That's not for everybody. If you want to be somewhat realistic, she still doesn't know when he's gonna do it, what he's gonna do, if he's gonna do it. He done bought this thing. That don't mean that he's gonna do it. Yeah, have you ever bought a pair of shoes that you were so excited about and never really worn?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a thing. It's possible. So this one's easy and super light. I like that we started this light. So what's your opinion? You have something different? Sometimes Tristan and I differ, and that makes this fun. I don't think we're gonna differ today though.
So I got a couple of things that came to mind.
Okay.
Number one is, I don't think y'all even ready to be married, because how are we not even clear on whether you engaged or not? Y'all obviously aren't communicating very well.
I agree with that.
There should be no doubt in your mind whether or not you are engaged or not, and should nobody have to be arguing about what your situation is because you're not sure.
Yeah.
So you got to take it to, you know what I mean, like somebody else to figure out if you engaged or not. Why don't you know? What, y'all didn't communicate what this means at the time? Like, you didn't, what do you want? Do you want this to be how you get engaged, or do you have expectations around what it means to propose to you, because if so, then you need to assert yourself. Again, should nobody have to debate whether or not you engage, because you ought to know and you ought to have been communicating what it is that you expect from your partner in order to ask for your hand in marriage.
That's a great point, because it almost makes me wonder, how did we end up at this store? Were we just in the mall or driving around?
We was just moseying
and saw a jeweler and said, all right, let's pull over and go in and let's look at some stuff. And if it was, then you definitely not engaged, because y'all didn't discuss it ahead of time.
Yes, exactly. And my thing is, like, it's a lot of things that I can look at, and I've even, I done bought stuff and returned it before and all kinds of things. It's not official until it is, in my opinion. Yeah. But again, it just like Tasha said, there are times when people go in, they buy the ring together, they do decide they're engaged. I mean, we know people personally who've done that, but they know. Yeah. Everybody is clear on what's happening, and so I'm feeling like if y'all can't be clear on something as simple as whether or not you're engaged and committed to each other in that way, because that's a new level of commitment engagement is. Yeah. And so if you can't be clear on whether or not you're even in a committed relationship that is leading towards marriage right now, then y'all not ready to be married. Go ahead and just pretend you're not engaged, sis. You're not. You need some time.
That's facts, babe.
Yeah,
that's facts, because there's a lot of lack of communication. Maybe he's a super chill dude that's a few words. There's guys like that. Maybe it was her idea.
Will you marry me? It's 4 words. I don't care.
No.
You could be a few words, but them few words need to be, will you marry me?
Not the asking, will you marry me, but the actual, like, going into the store, because it could have been her idea. He went along with it, and they looked at it. He might be a simpler guy, like, oh, she likes that. Put that on this card.
Right.
And then that was it. There was no further conversation, because he didn't even know they were going in there. Or maybe he did, and again, he's still a guy of few words.
There's a lot of things we still need to know to really understand what's happening.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, so if you're new to My Your Marriage Monday, a lot of these scenarios, Tristan and I are missing a lot of key facts and information and clarification. So we've got to play scenario. What's the scenario?
So what's the scenario?
To try to figure out what exactly is even going on here.
Yeah,
that's very valid. The communication piece, because how did it come about that you ended up in the jewelry store? To even be discussing and trying on and purchasing.
And when you left, what was the conversation? Do you have it on your finger now? Is he still in possession? That's something I need to know. Like, are you wearing it?
And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, unless you walked out the store with it, no, you're not engaged. If he has it, you're not engaged, because he has it, which means he got to give it to you.
And one last thing, I actually recently saw something on TV about, like, women in these terrible relationships, and how there was this one woman who this guy kept buying engagement rings, but then, like, use them as a manipulation tactic to get what he wanted from her and not giving it to her, and then blaming her for why she wasn't engaged, saying, you know what, I would have gave you that ring, but never mind, because you don't know how to act, this, that, and the other. And so it was like this narcissistic game that he was playing. And the fact of the matter is, I don't know if that's what's happening here. I can't say, but there are way too many scenarios that could be at play for me to just assume. Everybody knows what they say happens when you assume. And let me tell you something, I'm not an ass, and so I'm not making any assumptions.
That's crazy. First of all, I'm not gonna skip past that. that right there, y'all need to communicate. You need to talk about it. You're just sitting here listening to other people argue back and forth, which probably is entertaining, about whether you're engaged or not, but you should know for yourself. Like, let's say he is not big on communication, and you need to be then. What is this? What are we doing? What's the plan? Do we plan on getting engaged in the foreseeable future? When do we want to be married? There's all kind of different things, it sounds like, that's not being communicated here. So
do you own this company?
I'm telling you. Because if not, since you're not getting engaged, because he gonna get in trouble for trying to get you this ring. He not gonna get away with that. he not. But yeah, that's what we at with this My Your Marriage Monday. We're in a complete agreement, which is always fun to do that too. But I can't wait till we get to battle this year.
I don't want to fight.
Oh, we're not gonna fight.
I don't want to fight.
We're gonna have difference of opinions, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is fun. So listen, thank you all so much for watching our first My Your Marriage Monday of 2023. Again, if this is your first time, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We know you love it here already, so go ahead and get settled in. And by settle in, I mean go ahead and subscribe. Yeah. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified when your new friends and LeGrand's post new content. And while we're on the subject of content, did you like this? Did you like this particular subject, this topic? What are your thoughts about it? Are they engaged in your opinion? How did y'all get engaged? Was it an actual question? Did you propose to someone? Or
is this your scenario? Was this something you dealt with? Because help us navigate this space. Maybe we can retouch this if we need to, or maybe on our TikTok or IG we can talk about it further.
Absolutely. Make sure you comment, give us a thumbs up, share this, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about your new friends and LeGrands, and we will see y'all on the next video.
Holla at y'all.
Bye.
Peace.